and this one will be posting on Saturday morning. Welcome aboard. Well, all aboard. It's Cali Jack, and I had to extend out by one this platform, and this platform because the trains were not going all the way in and were hanging out the back and not reloading all the way. I found just doing a little shift here to allow this one to extend to the full four, putting fourth platform piece there and there, solved the issue. Minor inconvenience. Sorry it was done off camera, and you'll see what I mean, especially this train here. Likes to only pull in about that far. As you can see, he could still pull further forward, but he was hanging one car out, which meant that it didn't load the whole train 100% like it was supposed to. Anyhow, as I take and move around the map, this is just going to be again, another one of those cleanup, smooth out map moments. Just trying to get things looking a little bit more in line with what I need it to look like so that I can see what I'm doing here. And it is getting to be not just about everywhere. And that's especially in the center of the map. I think we're going to have to start doing some out around the outsides or some really deep tunnels. And the deeper the tunnels go, the crazier it can get me cost-wise. And I did take a look at last year. Came in at 1.13 prof, which was only down 300,000. Not even. Just, 297, 287, 287. So, still, that's down, a quarter of a million, over a quarter of a million. So I need to start looking a lot more towards it. And this year's not looking much better with only 19,000. I should be like at 200,000. So, but part of it was those two trains tying up at those three stations. And I imagine I'm going to find a few other trains doing similar things. Looking around. I don't know why everything froze there for a second. That guy's pushing the limits, but he's okay. He's good, he's good, he's good. Looking at my lumber trains, there's another. See, we extended those lumber trains and we didn't extend the platforms. So it's just a quick fix, just like this. And within seconds, they're fully loaded because now they had access to those parts of the trains. That'll get that going again. Good grief. Yep, little things. You got to do it at both ends. Make certain that you do expand. If you expand at one end, expand at both. All right. Sitting back, chilling out, going to my evening light mode, which is a lower light and or more orange red to calm down for the night. This one will be posting, like I said, Saturday morning. I'm pretty certain I have wiped out my posts for the day. I got 10 posts up. That is a new personal record for me that it's let me have. Doing a little bit of cleanup just to make this look a little nicer. In a couple of spots. There we go. These little embankment things and things like that. We've got our, crazy flow in. And I need to do a blast right there and end that one. There we go. probably straighten that if I wanted to, but this is max chaos. Same with this line in the middle of nowhere. Leave it. We can either utilize it or not. All right, we've got most of our setup done. It's time to start figuring out how we want to take in service Ashwell and getting some service into that town. Probably even think about upgrading, lengthening this train here as we get going. Everything is flowing fairly well. Another thing I can think about doing is maybe down the road putting in a bypass point on the canal, seeing if it'll let me, and then by using that bypass, put 2 scows on. But I don't think it's going to let me have 2 scows. Another thing to take a peek at is how is our funny little ferry service doing, and he is useless ferries, still losing money overall. So chart profit has never broken a profit. Closest he's come to breaking a profit is 1,600 in the hole, running around 1,900 on average, it looks like, and 2461 in general, not counting the costs of the canals itself, which is pricey as all get out. So it was a fun little experiment. It's going to be fun to take and add another one down the road somewhere where we can just say, yeah, look, we're going to put a canal here just for giggles. You know, that's part of Max Chaos, and the fun of gaming in Max Chaos mode is I get to do that. Oh, hey, here's a spot where we need to find out where we got 163 people to get out here from Mallifield. Let's do that. Now, Mallifield is becoming tight, so we can't come from the knot. The knot is pretty much there. There's no space left to take and access it. So where was that other station at that I had begun to build? That was in the other game. That's right. So the question becomes, can we, with a little bit of finagling, build ourselves a new station here? And I'm liking this new station already. Because he's going to get things out here to this mine. 163 people rather rapidly. And of course, you know, just a typical 3 out here at the mine. And we will do a fancy 3 back at town. And then we got to figure out ways to get things around. And I've got an idea for this, but it ain't going to work. I can already see it ain't going to work because of the way I routed things. Darn it. Should have done a tunnel. Well, you're going to have to go this way with everything else that comes off this new Mallifield North Station. And that is time to take and tell it. Call it the North Nexus Station. And just go ahead and reserve out those 3 spots, and then we can tunnel or not tunnel, but bridge over this, and then tunnel or bridge as needed, depending upon how we're going to do it. But that gets us 4 more trains out of this town that we can start getting to places that need workers. And speaking of that, now we got to figure out how to get a train out here. Boy, you know what? We're just going to take and do this with this, this, and this. He should have enough for me to do a dispatch line on him. Hopefully. Hopefully, hopefully, hopefully. And we're going to do Abros because it's a short run. He ain't going to get up that kind of speed. I got a question. Where's this guy? All these guys work at? All at Ashlock. Okay, so they're covered. We're going to need to see what else is going to need. Workers. 50%. And talk to me for a second. Bad rust ore haulers. And we're going to go ahead and rename this into Evil Ferric. Say that's good. Good name. Give it a name. Okay. So we need to take and do Evil Ferrics. Oops. There we go. Hadn't named that one properly. Oh, you gotta watch out for the caps lock sticking. Caps key, shifter key sticking. All right, what else do we have that needs to take and get workers? Colonel Crud. 53 people from Mallifield. You know, we could probably do a train out to him. Now the question is, how do we want to route that train? Well, you know, Max Chaos says we've got to have fun doing this. So we're going to go for some of that Max Chaos. So he needs a dig and a dig there to get him through to there. Then we're going to take and grab this spot, do a triple bridge there, and then a longer bridge there. We've got to remember to take and do a little bit of a bow out, and then the hard horseshoe turn. Give ourselves a second. Oh yes, this is looking fun. A second. Bridge over event here. Actually, let's start the bridge over there. Blast that guy and blast that guy. Like that. Do the horseshoe into the station. Oh, it won't let you. Dang. Too tight. Oh, that's all right. We've got a spot right there we can take and do a bridge over. Okay, I see how we're going to do it. Swing him out. And then do a bridge over like right here at grade bridge. Level out right along here. To there. And actually, you know what? We got the dirt doing this. And from the tunnel. Oh, nice. There we go. So we're going to do a bridge across here like that. And then here, we need to blow a tunnel hole there. Bring him out. Dig the tunnel. Connect through the tunnel because we don't trust this gang. Yes, we could have taken come right there, but I don't want to. Do the hard turn with a partial horse. Then launch up and over and up and over. With this as our connector. So that we can get a feeder off of him. Okay. Bad Abro needs to launch. And now we need to take and put in our station here. We're just going to do a standard 2 station. Another standard 2. Because he's coming from the other side of town, so that even makes it even cooler. Do a 3 deep station. We can get away with that. 3 deep, we're going to do a climb. Nice. Ugly as sin, yeah. Wicked. Waiting for the trains all to get their clearance that they need. This guy needs to come to here, here, then here, back to here. And from Mallifield is a 50% load. And that's going to be our the Colonel Nexus Horn Abro. And see if these guys are launching. They are launching, and we're getting them out into the system to take and start flying every which way but loose that we need them to take and go to. Some of these do need to take and come up with some interesting routings. How in the world he is doing a deep fly along? All right. You know what? I've been wondering, can I speed that train up any? I don't think so. I think that's got the 60 mile an hour limit. Yeah, he's got the 60 mile an hour, the BR 365s. That's right. Never mind. Waste of money. Speaking of money, where are we at? It's middle of March. 153,000 is all. We need to take and make some money. Some money needs to start changing the way it's flowing. And part of that is we need to start thinking about increasing things like coal. This guy's almost loaded. That guy's at a 0. And he should be empty, and we could probably put another couple cars on him. I do think I can take and stack at least one or two more cars onto him without killing his speed too much. Where he's, solo lined, I can actually do that. Matter of fact, let's do that. Hi, you. Need you to go to town for a minute. Go to the nearest depot. We need to upgrade you. And we should probably look at what engines have come available. Just in the rail. We don't want to show future for the moment. Ooh, the ACT train's out now. Well, it's been out for a while. We just haven't seen it. GNR 101s are available. Those are a passenger train, electric. Which is a nice, powerful unit. But again, the electric that's expensive as all get out. Dan Motos are out. Sojos are out. Sohos are out. Container car now for plastic. Nice. The Browsing BR3 diesel. We've had him. The Haru Electric's available, but man, that's a high speed for passengers only, or something that's going to get you high cargo per dollar. SD40s, and of course, the P Rail NS 1600 to 1000 is no longer available. So, not much has done it. Okay, let's go to where he went. I don't know why he went to this one, probably because of how his routing is. I may not have him tied in. Let's go ahead and stick 2 new. What's he got? He's got 60 tons. Put him back onto the Dudsworth with 2 more cars. Make him a little bit much more money. And that's the main thing, is we've got to start making more money. Hey, that was another thing we were going to do, but we'll do that in the second video tomorrow morning, which is upgrade those bloody things. This has been episode 27 of DT1969 game, Max Chaos game, where we're responding by trying to make this map as chaotic and as how did I pull this off as possible. Talk to you next time. I'm Callie Jack. Have a better day than I'm having.